Alright, so a lot has been going on in my life recently. Classes started last week. I had my voice stage class last week, Wednesday evening, and then I had my acting class, Intro to Acting, on Monday during the day. Uh, During my Intro to Acting class, I'm taking it with a guy named Danny Campbell, who I took a class with at Pepperdine. He taught Intro to Acting class there, which I took, and I loved it. So I decided, hey, why not take him again? I want to get back into this, which was really cool because he remembered me. We got to chit chat a little bit, and he suggested to the class that hey, some auditions are coming up for the school, one of the school's like mini plays, and then one of the school's musical is coming up, and he's like, you guys should really go audition. And so I at first wasn't going to audition because I thought, you know what, I'm gonna wait until I take this voice class, until I take my acting class, until I get a little bit of training, get back into the swing of things, then I'll audition. But Danny said something he suggested during class. He's like, you know what, if you wait until you think you're ready, then you'll never audition because ultimately you'll never truly be ready. And he's like, not to mention it's good practice to get back in there, practice auditioning because even if you don't make it, hey, you got that practice in, and if you do and you can't, then at least you know that they want you and you're good enough. So after his class, he let class out early, and I went and auditioned for Frankenstein, which was really weird because we were supposed to have a 2 minute monologue prepared already. And I get there, I'm like, hey, I just got a Danny's class. He said for our audition, do we need a 2 minute monologue prepared? I can read from the script. And they're like, well, if you don't have a monologue already, there's some scripts over there. There's some pieces over there from the actual play. Memorize the part and go on and do it. So I had like, I want to say 30, 45 minutes to memorize this this nice, it was a nice piece of paragraph, which I did, and I got in there, and it was so funny because people would go in and then they come right back out from auditions. We were going in one at a time. It was just you and the director, and people were coming out really upset because she was cutting people off before they were finished, and so I was getting really nervous because it was getting close to my time. And like another thing is, I didn't know anybody there because I just started school there, and so that was another awkward thing. But what else? Anyway, so I go in and I start my piece. Well, actually, before that, I rehearsed. I learned it. I practiced it. I tried to really think about the character, which was I think his name was Walden, and he's like this old like sailor guy. And so I was really thinking like, okay, who is he? He's an old sailor. All right, what's his objective? All right, well right now he's explaining to someone why he does what he does. But beyond that, an even deeper objective for him is to like find this new land, find this new territory, find this new passageway. All right, so what's stopping him? Okay, well, number one, his age and the fact that it's freaking butt cold outside because he's supposed to be in like Iceland or something, like near the North Pole or something. And then number two, the fact that his ship is surrounded by ice and it's really hard to get anywhere. So I just try to keep that in mind. So I go in there and she's like, all right, start. So I take a couple deep breaths and then I start. And I'm going and I'm going and she's not cutting me off and I keep going and I'm going and I'm going and then it's the second line before last and I mess up and I stop, I take a breath and I finish it. And that was it. I said thank you and I left. And it was just really weird because she did not stop me. She let me do the entire piece. So I hope that worked out all right. Callbacks were supposed to be posted yesterday, and they were also supposed to email people. They did neither of which. There was a sign up where callbacks were supposed to be posted, which said, "We're sorry, but callbacks won't be posted until today, Tuesday. Uh, Check your email for further information if you call back, and also check the board." So I'm like, all right. Last night, which was Monday night, I had auditions for Guys and Dolls, which, like I said before, I wasn't going to do, but Danny suggested it. It's kind of last minute. And for that, you're supposed to have 32 bars of music prepared, along with sheet music. Uh, and also, you're supposed to be ready to dance and possibly read from the script. So, for a song, I chose I'm a Mean Old Lion from The Wiz, which I didn't really know, but I like the character behind the song, and I knew I could really get into it. Because with that character, he's kind of, like he's a cowardly lion, and he's really cowardly, and he's afraid, and he's really insecure. But he puts on this facade that he's like some big bad tough guy, better than everybody else. And I knew I could do that. Yeah, a little bit of me in that. Um, so I got the sheet. Oh, no, I don't know. Yesterday was just like a mess in getting to that audition because I had to work and I had to go straight from work to home I mean, go straight from work to Target to get ink for my printer to print out the sheet music from online, which I had to buy, which was like $5, and that was outrageous. Then I get the sheet music. It turns out it's in a different like octave or key that what I've been practicing in. And I just had problems with my printer because I didn't want to print out, and it was just like a huge mess. And so then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm running late now. But there was like no traffic on the freeway, which was really odd. So I got there in plenty of time. There was a ton of people auditioning. And the auditions, originally we were supposed to start with music first, singing, but they switched it. First we started with dance. And so we learned the dance, which, in all honesty, I thought was pretty easy. In direct comparison to like when I auditioned for the musical at Pepperdine, the dancing was intense. It was tough. But these dance steps, yes, they were difficult, but they weren't hard to learn. It was what was it? It was one, two, three, four, six, seven, eight, two, two, three, four, five, six, seven, four, five, six, seven, eight. It was just 4/8 count. Sorry, I was counting in my head. Of dancing, and the choreographer was amazing. She made it easy to learn, and she was really nice and going over things, explaining things multiple times, and switching people out, get people to front and the back. The girls went first, which was nice because guys kept me outside and practice for a bit. And then we go in, and I had it down. Like the first time I fumbled a little bit, but whatever. The second time I pretty much nailed it. And it made me feel really good because just looking at everybody else, I was like, all right, I got this. I can do this, you know? And then came singing. They were calling girls in like four at a time, and that was taking forever. Then they started going to five at a time, and then it was like, all right, we're taking a break. And then they started doing 10 at a time. And then finally it was the guys' turn. And like, it was so funny because audition started at 6:30. I didn't get in to audition for my, like, I was in the last group of guys to go. I didn't get in to audition for voice until like 10 something. It was after 10. And so I get in there, and there's like three guys before me, and then I get ready to go, and I go over the music with the accompanist, the guy on the piano, the pianist, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start the second verse, and I'm gonna take it from there. So I start going, and I kind of mess up. I forget the words, and I'm just like a hot mess. But I'm really in character. Like I'm prancing around, like I'm effing bad A lion. Like I'm the ish, you know? Like I'm a mean old lion. And the director, she's smiling and laughing, and and then like I guess like I don't know for everybody else they're kind of stopping, but and then like I don't know like one guy he stops himself, but I didn't know if they wanted me to stop or keep singing, so I just stopped. Like, and I'm done. The line is done, cut. Uh, and they're like, oh, okay. And it was just really weird. So I'm like, all right. And then the director asked me. She goes, so your schedule. You have class when? I go, I have class Wednesday night and I have class Friday during the day. And I was like, the rest of my work schedule is kind of flexible. I can work with it. And she goes, all right. Well, like, do you think you'd be able to get out for tech rehearsal from your class? I'm like, I think so. Like, do you want me to drop the class or what's up? I was like, I'm pretty sure I can get out. And she's like, all right, just want to make sure you'd be able to get in for like tech rehearsal and stuff. I'm like, all right, sweet. And so then I was like breaking leg guys, the rest of the guys who were going. I was like, thank you to the director and the choreographer and everybody else, musical director. And then I left, and I just felt really good because I'm like, all right, I did well on my dancing, my singing, it was all right, but whatever. I really got the character, I really did it. The director was asking me if I could be able to make it to technical rehearsals. I'll take that as a good sign. So, anyways, callback's supposed to be posted today. They're supposed to be posted at 11. Right now it is 10:12. I need to hop in the shower, get dressed, head over there, check the freaking callback board. Hopefully it's posted, and then figure out what's going on. I was supposed to work tonight, but my boss said that he'll cover part of my shift if I get called back to make it to callbacks, which I'm hoping is what's going to happen because I don't know. Yesterday I was feeling so bad, so down and out. I was just like low. Like my spirit was not in a good place while I was at work. And then I go to this for audition, and it was just so uplifting. And I realized that this is something that that truly brings me joy. It's something I enjoy doing. And yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it. I'm gonna stop talking now. This is like the longest video I've done. All right, toodles. I'll tell you how it goes.